communicating with one another, or were you just a
Here
casual?
now?
No, I meant when you were there.
Yeah.
In
Mike Green. I went to the headquarters company, the 1st to the 31st, and Mike went somewhere else. And,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, this guy is the picture of I don't like the Army, and he fought everything, and he made it kind of hard for him. Kind of a liberal kind of guy. You know?
Okay. All right. So now you're at Fort Casey and
Camp Casey, Korea. Yeah.
Yeah, Camp Casey.
Yeah. Saw Johnny Mathis there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Comes to Camp Casey. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
It was interesting. He was a good singer and very popular. It was a nice break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was he part of the Bob Hope scenario? He had his own
You know
show.
what? Bob Hope came to Camp Hovey, and I never saw him.
Okay.
But Johnny Mathis was blasting through and gave a good show. Nice guy. Big event. It was a big happening.
Okay. All right. So what was there any other place that you, when you were in Korea, was that your last posting, so to speak?
It was my only post.
Only
Yeah.
posting, okay.
Tongduchang was the village. Camp Casey was the army post.
Okay.
Befriended some locals. To not have as many military personnel, the Army paid Koreans, and actually they were paramilitary, they were called the Korean Service Corps, KSCs, and we called them the Korean Slicky Corps, but it had a friendly, it meant it was a nice thing.
Right.
And I had a guy, Kim, I got a picture of him in here somewhere, who was a real nice guy. He had a family off post. Kim would come on post, help me all day, introduce me. If they didn't like you, you stayed on post. If they liked you, they'd introduce you. There's a layer off a post. There's the bars, the prostitutes, the drugs, and then the real people. Well, most of us never got past one of those first three.
Right.
But Kim liked me, this other lady liked me, and I liked them. And they would take me places, away from Tongduchang. Although everybody in Korea is 5 foot tall, got black hair, beautiful teeth, and oriental, angled eyes. So here comes a 5'8" or 9", whatever I was at the time, and you stand out. But if you stay with them, they could take you places where you would be welcome.
Sure.
If you went by yourself, you wouldn't be welcome because they didn't like Americans. You were barbarians.
Right.
They would tell you that their calendar is 10,000 years old. You're a 200-year-old country. What right have you to come here and do these things? I'm from East Dearborn. I don't know nothing. But they were pretty sharp, the Koreans. The Seoul, you didn't want to go to Seoul and argue with somebody.
Yeah.
They were sharp. They were smart. They were educated, and the Orientals had a different frame of mind. They appreciate that we, they're not communist as a result of something we may have done, but they wouldn't accept you.
Okay. All right. As far as off duty, and you sort of just touched on off duty a little bit here.
Yeah.
But was there a lot of off duty, or were there any other little? Well, let's just say, what did you do off duty, and did you ever have an R&R?
There was no such thing as R&R, but you could get passes.
Right.
Yeah. R&R meant, we'd hear the people in Seoul went to Japan for a week or something. We never did that.
Oh, okay.
But we could get passes, and I don't know how graphic you want this to be, but I get there.
It's on camera.
I understand, yeah, and I'm going to be nice.
It's no editing.
But I'll allude to it. I think it adds, or I think it's what happened. I get to Korea, and I'm in this post, and we're in Quonset huts. Never been in a Quonset hut. And in a Quonset hut, you have a diesel furnace, and a diesel furnace has a 5-gallon jerry can, and somebody's got to go get fuel. All right, so that's the way we're living. Very dry in a Quonset hut. In the wintertime, when that thing's firing, it's 200 degrees, and it's 0 in the corner. So, but you get used to that.
Right.
So it's a different way of living. And then it was regular duty, so S4, I'd pile up shoes and then DX them and then get new ones and bring guns. Guns are cannons, not weapons.
Okay.
Guns are up to, I think we had 90 millimeter. And a gun would shoot 300 times and it had to go to